Welcome to a journey into the mind of Malcolm Gladwell, as we explore his enlightening book, Talking to Strangers, What We Should Know About the People We Don't Know. Introducing Malcolm Gladwell, an esteemed journalist, public speaker and writer, renowned for his unique perspective on social science. With bestsellers like The Tipping Point, Blink, and Outliers, Gladwell has consistently challenged us to view the world through a different lens. Now let's turn our attention to Talking to Strangers. In this intriguing work, Gladwell takes us on a deep dive into the world of human interaction. He sheds light on the paradoxes and pitfalls of our attempts to understand those we do not know, showcasing how our inability to read strangers can lead to significant misunderstandings. Gladwell's compelling storytelling and insightful analysis make Talking to Strangers a must-read for anyone fascinated by human behavior. Now let's delve into the chapters of this fascinating book and explore the secrets they hold. The book opens with a series of intriguing tales that set the stage for later discussions. Malcolm Gladwell, in his initial chapters, delves into our human tendency to interpret and often misinterpret the behavior of strangers. He uses riveting stories to illustrate this point. For example, he recounts an incident involving British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain and Adolf Hitler, highlighting how Chamberlain's misjudgment of Hitler's intentions led to catastrophic implications. Gladwell then turns to more everyday interactions, exploring how we instinctively trust or distrust strangers based on fleeting encounters or superficial cues. He shows how these snap judgments can go awry, leading to miscommunication and misunderstanding. From incorrectly assessing someone's honesty to misreading their emotions, Gladwell uncovers the pitfalls in our attempts to understand those we don't know. He raises questions about our abilities to decipher strangers, pushing us to reconsider our assumptions and prejudices. As we move further into the book, Gladwell continues to challenge our perceptions of strangers. In the heart of the book, Gladwell delves deeper into the complexities of human interaction. He explores the intriguing default to truth theory, which suggests that we, as humans, are wired to believe others are being truthful until proven otherwise. This default setting, he argues, can often lead us astray when dealing with people we don't know well. Gladwell then introduces us to the illusion of transparency. This concept proposes that we tend to overestimate our ability to read others' emotions and intentions accurately. It's why we often misinterpret a stranger's behavior or actions, leading to misunderstandings and misconceptions. These two concepts, default to truth and illusion of transparency, are key to understanding why our interactions with strangers can be fraught with difficulties. Gladwell's exploration of these ideas is both enlightening and thought-provoking, offering a new perspective on how we perceive and interact with those we don't know. Gladwell wraps up his book by offering insights on how we can better understand strangers. In the concluding chapters, Gladwell brings his arguments full circle. He introduces us to the idea of coupling, a concept that emphasizes how our behaviors are linked to very specific circumstances and contexts. This is an essential perspective to understand, especially when we're making sense of strangers' actions. Let's consider an example. A person might act in a certain way because of the situation they're in at that very moment, not necessarily because it's an inherent part of their character. This is what Gladwell means by coupling. The context, he argues, can be as influential as the person in that context. Now, why is this idea so essential? Well, recognizing the impact of coupling can greatly alter our understanding of others. It invites us to consider the circumstances surrounding a person's actions, rather than jumping to conclusions based on those actions alone. It's a shift from a simplistic view of human behavior to a more complex, nuanced one. But Gladwell doesn't stop at introducing this groundbreaking concept. He uses it to drive home key takeaways from his book. One of these is the need for caution and humility in our interactions with strangers. We're reminded that we don't always know the full story, that our assumptions can be misleading, and that humility and patience are vital when dealing with people we don't know. Another key takeaway is the importance of understanding the context of people's actions. As we've discussed, context can have a profound influence on behavior. By taking the time to understand this context, we can foster more empathetic and accurate interpretations of others' actions. In Talking to Strangers, Gladwell encourages us to rethink our approach to strangers and reminds us of the complexities of human interaction. It's a book that truly changes how we see the world around us.